Man, what's going on with y'all, everybody? It's your boy BigDonSkillz bringing you another video. I was finally able to play the Sonic Racing Crossworlds closed beta test this weekend, and I got a couple things to say about it. Overall, just off the top, this game was really fun and took me by surprise. One of the cool things about this game so far is that you are able to customize however you want to customize things. Whenever you start the match, you can choose between your favorite character. I like Tails, Knuckles, Sonic. I like the OGs, but you can pick your own character. You can customize different parts of your car, which give you different stats. If you've played Mario Kart 8, this will sound very familiar to you, as you can customize different aspects of your vehicle. So I think it's a very simple system, and there was actually a couple of slots that were closed off from the beta. You can also put stickers on your car, and overall you got drip. I like games that give you the option to have a little bit of drip. The gameplay is chaotic. A lot of people have said this in their reviews. The gameplay is very chaotic, and it has been a point of contention for a lot of different content creators. But I'm here to say the chaos, it's unorganized, organized chaos. It's so hard to explain. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of item spam. There's a lot of things flying at you. There's a lot of sparks. There's a lot of visual effects above you. And that can be at times a little cluttering to the eye. It's visually cluttering. But I think the actual weapons are fun to use and they're satisfying to get hits with. But there's a lot of visual things happening on the screen, a lot of sparks flying, and it looks nice, but it also can blind you from what's going on in the race in the moment. Despite that, I think this is a very fun game that has a lot of upside. I really like the drifting in this game. You can go up to 3 boosts, and they say even 4 if you have certain perks. You can drift everywhere. The handling, I think, feels a little stiff at times, but I think with new cars and different customizations and picking a different class, you're able to fine tune your car to fit exactly what your racing needs are. I prefer cars that are a little bit faster with acceleration, with nice handling and good drifting. So my top speed usually isn't the best. So that's something I'll be looking forward to when the game comes out, is tuning and fine tuning everything to fit exactly how my play style is. I think a lot of the good characters are here. There was plenty of slots open for characters that weren't in the beta. I think we only got maybe half of the cast, if that. So there's going to be a lot of other characters in here, and it's just going to be a good time. One of the main gimmicks of this game is the fact that when you're driving in the race, you'll notice about halfway through the race that there's a transformation. The player who's in first place actually affects what the second lap of the course is going to be. So it'll randomly transform into another stage. You go left or you go right, and that determines which stage you get. This is really cool, and it keeps every race dynamic and varied. And I think that's an awesome feature for the longevity of the game. No 2 races will really be the same, because you could be in the museum level, and then before you know it, you're driving on the ship. And I think stuff like that is just super fun and super dynamic. Another aspect of this game that's really cool is the differences between aerial and water, and then your standard driving. Each has a different aspect to it, where flying, you're trying to go through these loops, and it reminds me of like old school flying games where you're always trying to stay within the circles or else you'll get off the track. It's a lot of fun. And another thing that's pretty cool too is that there's a perk system for the game. If you look on the left side of the screen, you'll see that there's perks. On the recording of this video, I think I only have 4 unlocked. And there's different ones where maybe you collect rings from a further distance. One of them makes you have a higher chance of picking up battle items or defensive items. And then there's also ones that can make certain weapons bigger, more effective. So pretty much there's a perk system you can put in addition to the cars that you get. So once again, just adding on to the customization of this game, I really like that. And I think overall, this game's in a pretty good spot. I think graphically, you can see some things in the background that have a very low frame rate. The beginning of the video, the chows were a very low frame rate. But outside of things like that, the game is visually gorgeous. And I was playing on PS5 for this beta. It was only on the PS5. And I can say that it's definitely a really nice looking game, especially if you've got HDR, you got a nice 4K TV. You can get a lot going with this game. But overall, my thoughts of this game It was a really fun beta. I hope they come out with a second open beta where they can fix some of the stuttering that happens before loading into the race. I think everything leading up to the race is a little clunky right now. The performance is kind of low. It's not very good. But the actual online netcode, I didn't see anything at all that indicated lag or slow down. The races seemed as flawless as they could be. So if that netcode is good for the races themselves, everything else they can focus on and tweak. And honestly, that should be fixed before launch. But overall, I thought this was a really fun beta. If you like racing games, if you like Sonic racing games, I wasn't a big fan of the last one that had the 3-person dynamic, but the All-Star Racing and other Sonic racing games have been pretty fun. I think this is something definitely to be on the lookout for, and if they drop another beta, definitely check this one out. But it's your boy BigDonSkillz. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with the next one. See y'all soon, and peace out. Let me know what you think.